Hello. Hi guys. So today we're going to be doing another Get Ready With Me makeup of the day using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm. I was going to say Natasha Denona bronze palette then for some bizarre reason. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. Maybe have a bit of a chit chat. If not have a chit chat today, we'll definitely be having a chit chat tomorrow. I haven't filmed in a few days just because I've been feeling a bit blah. So we're going to get into this now. I've got freshly new hair, so that's the elephant in the room. I do feel better for it, but it's just actually, when you're depressed, you probably know yourself, if you suffer from depression, it's motivating yourself to doing, making yourself look nice. So I've got the Got Up and Go, which got up and went. So we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. Honestly, there's really not that much left. I've already done skincare. Oh great, there's dogs barking out there. I really hope it's not raining, because last week when I went to my sister's it was. Right, let's take a drink. Different tumbler. Now this is just taking such a long time to get through. You can see all the window in here. I think I'll go in with the L'Oreal True Match Illuminator in Icy Glow. It's just that one. This is part of the Shop My Stash. Yeah, it's a bit Tin Man-y, but I'm only putting it on the cheeks, and it'll look good under the foundation. I mean, that's all the dogs do. I mean, it's good that they protect the home and everything, but they're literally barking at people that they see every single day. Like, I'll go out of the house and they'll bark. It's like, you see me every day, pup. Don't be barking. It's not nice. Right, I'm not mixing my foundation. I don't feel like I've got time for it, so I'm just going to go in with the That's Expensive Project Pan Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I'll put this on with my fingers to begin with. I need to put some spray on this. So I'm going to put some spray on my sponge, which is the Face Facts Vitamin C Facial Mist. Let's just go down here first. So I've finished Mobland. Oh my gosh, if you've seen that, what an ending. I really hope, I mean, there's talk of season 2, but I really hope it's kind of, if there is a season 2. I mean, I don't see there being a season 2, because I've said it before, the only really good actor in that is Tom Hardy. The woman that plays his wife is pretty good as well. But all the other ones, it's kind of like it's just comes across so thick. But the ending, without me giving too much away, was to do with Tom Hardy. If you watched it, you'll know what the ending is. It looks really dark in here today. Anyway, if they do bring another season out and he isn't in it, I won't be watching it. I only watched it in the first place because Tom Hardy was in it. And it was more like you know how it's supposed to be about war and things like that, and kind of like the mafia type situation. It was more of a comedy. Well, I thought it was. It was funny. Give me your thoughts if, of course, you've watched it. I know people that have gone to watch it, but they just can't stand it. And I was like that about episode 1. Just because Helen Mirren and Pierce Brosnan, their accents are so freaking fake. It's like, just speak in your own accents, please. You're killing this show. I mean, fair enough if they could speak like Pierce Brosnan is Irish anyway, so why couldn't they just let him have his own accent? And just because kind of they're supposed to be Irish, it doesn't mean they have to have a certain type of accent from a certain type of, island. It's like, I was talking to my friend about this. Obviously, I'm from the UK. I'm from the northwest of the UK. I don't speak the same as someone from, like, say, South London. So I appreciate accents aren't the same, but I also appreciate those were crap accents they were using. Right, now we're going with the Glossier Stretch Concealer in G12 Project Pan. I've just got the washing machine going. I just put one of my White Fox hoodies in there. Just to wash, obviously. Now, I spilt some chocolate on there, and my White Fox hoodies just get washed by themselves. I've got a little net, well, it's quite big actually, the net. So I turn the hoodie inside out just so it doesn't take the writing off, or it doesn't, like, I mean, it can't really damage any other clothes because there's no other clothes in there. But yeah, I do it inside out and then wash it, and normally it's okay. Let's do the brows. I think we're just going to do quick makeup. I think I'll just use the Hourglass palette rather than going into all different things. So, first of all, though, let's go in with some finishing powder. So the Unit loose powder in transparent. Do I want to go in with some eyebrow glue though? Yeah, we want to go in with some eyebrow glue. I don't know who keeps calling me on this number. I'm not answering it anyway. Yeah, somebody keeps calling me on this random number. I should look it up really and try and figure out who it is. So as I said, I'm going to go in with the Unit transparent loose powder. I'll just go in with this brush that I've got. Yeah, I want to, it's not like I'm rushing to do the makeup, but actually I've got the magnetic palette. Let's just use that because I'm trying to use everything 10 times. And the I Need a Warm palette is pretty warm, so I'm going to need neutral blushes, and they're not really neutral blushes in the Hourglass palette, so we'll use my own personal magnetic palette that I've put together. Right, I'm not going to show you because I'm working on everything. I don't even know at this point how many times I've used it, but I have made a note in my journal, so it's just a matter of when I edit this back, just put in however many times I've used it. So I'm enjoying it for the most part, I think. Yeah, we're not contouring today, again. It's the time, guys. If I was just going to my sister's, if I was just going to my sister's, I'd probably be alright for time, but I've got to pick something up from my mum's for Luna. Let's just get another drink. It's only water. It's nothing exciting. I think for blush, we need to keep it pretty warm. So I'm going to go in with the Benefit Gold Rush. I've got like a mini one, which I will show you once I've used the Project 10 uses. And then the Tanya Bear. So let's go in with Benefit first, and then Tanya Bear. I don't know if I want to keep the Tanya Bear one, and I don't know the name of that. I've had it for that long. I think if I mix them, they would be a lot better than individually, because I don't like the Tanya Bear one individually by itself. So I've started not putting blush here just because I watched this woman called Nina Ubi, and she said in your 20s you can pretty much put blush anywhere just because your cheekbones are really, really high. As you get older, 30s, 40s, 50s, you need to put your blush placement here. Don't put it here around the temple, just because it doesn't work as you get older, and not on your nose either, and leave like this. So I'm trying to do that. Right, we'll use the Primark highlighter. Every time I use this palette, I've only got one highlighter in here, so I just use this. So the bronzer and the highlighter I've only got one product of. Blushers, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blushes in here. So they're obviously not going to get 10 uses. I've started kind of mixing them at the moment. They've all been used at least once. So now I'm mixing product up just to try and get more uses out of them and to see if I like them mixed. If I like them mixed but not by themselves, I'll probably just keep it around the collection. I do place highlighter here on the nose and here and here. So that's the palette all done with. Then I'm just gonna blend it out. Still not sure what I'm gonna do about the phone, guys. This phone that I'm filming on now has got 40GB storage, 40GB extra storage. I think it's either 126GB or 128. So why would I need to get a new iPhone when I can film at least one video a day, edit it, and then upload it? So at the moment I'm thinking maybe just hold off on the phone. The finances aren't there to be getting the contract anyway. Just pay off like your debts that you need to pay. When I say debts, I mean bills. See where you are in 2026. If you still want a new contract, then get a new contract. My contract that I've got at the moment is £28 a month. It's going to go up to £29 a month in 2026. And for an iPhone 15, so that would be, like, I've got an iPhone 12 now, so for an iPhone 15, so that's 3 upgrades, it's probably going to be about £10 extra for 126GB. So that's not too bad. I don't want to, like, I thought I wanted to do the 256GB. I don't think I need that much storage, but I need more than the storage that's on the iPhone 12 at the moment. It's 64 gigabytes. Basically, it has enough just for my apps, and that's it. And there's nothing I can do to put more storage on it, you know. So it's not like this phone that I'm filming off now. If I want to put more storage on it, all I need to do is go out and get a memory card for it. Androids are good for that, but this Android that I've got is quite inexpensive. It costs £90. And it keeps freezing on me. That's one of the things I don't like about Android phones. I've never liked Android phones for that, and that's why I always go with iPhones. Anyway, long story short, let's get on to some finishing powder now. So that's the story of the iPhone. So we're going to go into the Huda Beauty Glowish Project Pan. I'm doing really well with this, guys. Can't wait to show you the progress. I think I'll be showing you the progress in 2 weeks. This is just going to be like the base makeup, especially, is just going to look like a natural makeup look because it's not actually that dark. So it's very glowy though, which I like. Right, let's put some of the Dalba First Spray Serum Hydrated and Radiant Skin on. It's lasted me so long, guys. I don't use that much. I need to go onto my Amazon account and figure out when I bought it. And that's a product. I don't know. I mean, everyone raves about it, right? But I don't know if I want to repurchase it. One, it's expensive. Two, I can't stand the stench of it. But I do have a sensitive nose. There's a lot of things that I don't like the stench of, but that doesn't mean I won't repurchase. I'm just putting Juvia's Place Eye Prep, Eye Prime, Eye Primer on. I've already done this eye. So what am I watching now, you may ask? I've just started watching, there's a streaming service called You in the UK. Just started watching this series called The Good Fight. If you guys have ever watched The Good Wife, it's a spin-off series to that, which I didn't even know existed. There's 4 seasons on it, so to me that makes me believe that it started at least a good 4 years ago. It's no other networks picked it up, so that makes me think it's crap. It might not be, but You is one of those kind of channels in the UK that doesn't really do that well and just picks up any random, I don't know, programs. So I'm gonna watch it because a couple of the people from The Good Wife are in it. The main lawyer's in it. She's called Diane Lockhart. There's another one that started like probably 2 or 3 seasons towards the end, called Luca. She's in it, and then there's a man in it. I can't remember his name. So when he was in The Good Wife, he wasn't always in it, so I can't remember his name. And then there's a new woman that's just passed the bar exam, and she was in Game of Thrones, and I really, really like her. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. So I'm looking forward to watching it and seeing if I like it. If not, I'll probably go back and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love that first time round, and they're doing kind of a spin-off to that, aren't they, as well? So yeah, I'd like to watch that when it comes out. So Michelle Gellar said she wouldn't do it again unless it was a good storyline, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the storyline is. I think she's going to be like an executive producer on that show or something like that. So now we're going in with the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm. Looks like this. Right. So I said that I was like, the last time I used this, I said I was going to go down here. So I haven't used this one here. So we're definitely going to be using Dynamism. I could probably use Homey at the same time because they're so similar. Right, but what mattes am I going to use? I think I'll go on with Mellow again. The thing is with this palette, where are my brushes? The thing is with this palette, the light mattes are always going to get used more than one time, and even potentially like the darker mattes as well. So yeah, you're going to see more usage on the mattes than you are on the shimmers, because I think there's more shimmers than mattes, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's 8 mattes. So just ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about blatantly. Let me go and find these brushes. Right, so I've got the EO one. Yeah. Actually, no. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in with both Mellow and Ripe. What I've been trying to do as well is I've been trying to remember to actually put the eyeshadows that I've used. I put the eyeshadow palette down in the description, but I've also been trying to put the eyeshadows that I've used. So when I do the ranking style videos from now on, I want to tell you how many times I've used each shadow. It's becoming a test, really, because I'm not used to doing it, but I am trying to remember. So don't forget to check the description, guys, and I haven't put powder on this, so it's going to crease. Yeah, there's lots of fun facts down in the description. A lot of bedtime reading. I don't know what lipstick I'm using though today. So Mellow and Ripe mixed for the crease. I need a drink again. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So thirsty. Okay. Back to the eyeshadow look. I might try and go into my higher end lipsticks and see what's there. Maybe a Mcgrath Labs one. A friend sent me some Mcgrath Labs ones a couple of years ago now, I think. I haven't really worn them that much, just because they're quite autumnal shades. So maybe we'll use one of them. Right, what next? I know I do want to use Flash Over. I've not used that one yet. I think it's a cream to powder. Maybe go into Soft Spot. I've used that before. So I've started showing my project pan items on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, you can find me. I've just changed my name not so long ago. It's now called Panning with Andrea. I don't know if I'll keep it at that or I'll just go back to makeup tutorials with Andrea. We'll see. But I do want this channel to be more panning. I mean, I'm not saying nothing's new gonna come in my collection, because that would be a blatant lie. Because gather your thoughts together, Andrea. Because at Christmas I'm getting new makeup. I'm getting new makeup off my sister. I'm getting new makeup off my mum. So they're gonna be coming in. Let me just get another brush now, and let's get some powder. So yeah, at least those are gonna be coming in. And then I don't know what's coming in for my birthday. If any makeup. Nothing off my mum, because she's already got me my present. She got me some Pandora jewellery and she got me a White Fox hoodie. So I'll have 3 White Fox hoodies. I don't need any more. My sister hasn't got my gift yet though. There's a palette at Cosmic Brushes that looks quite nice. I want to see what they bring out for like Halloween and Christmas. I know what they brought out last year for Christmas. 'Tis the Season. The whole bundle is on their website now for like £25, I think, or £27. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, please. And then I'm like, Andrea, you want to know by? So no. You're saying no to the makeups, remember. If I can go into the likes of TK Maxx and not buy makeup, then you know I'm strong, and I can just click off. It was actually in my basket, and Cosmic Brushes sent me one of the automatic emails saying, you've forgotten something. Yes, I know. Let's go in with Flash Over just for the outer corner. I just need a different brush. Okay, I might put this on the lash line as well. Gosh, these brushes are absolutely amazing. Can you see this one? This one is the EO7. And if you've got hooded eyes, it just fits here amazingly. They honestly do feel like magic, like Harry Potter brushes, like I said when I first got them. I do need to blend it out a bit better than that though. I'm going to go in with the EO2. It's a bit high, I didn't want it that high. Should be able to sort that out though with powder. I'm wondering if this brush is going to be better though. I'll just like to blend it out because that is too dark for me. And I know it would be okay because when we put the shimmer down, yeah, I went in a bit ham I think with that. I'm just going to go in with the Revolution powder again. Blend all this out. Mistakes in makeup are easier to fix, but just remember, like when you're putting your eyeshadow on, going in with too much is not always the best because you can't really take it away once it's on. Powder does fix it to a certain extent, like, but yeah, it doesn't, it's not the best when you've gone in with too much, is it? Oh yeah, we're going to go back in with Flash Over for the left eye now. Now I'm going to have to do the same over here, even though I don't like this side. As I said at the beginning when I came on, I've not really been filming, just been feeling a bit blah, and I went to the speech and language therapist yesterday and I didn't feel like coming home. I just stayed at my mum's house and then came home later on in the evening, and I just wanted to chill out. When I got back home, I actually went to sleep early. Not every day has to be about getting content out there, does it? Like, I did actually think about going live today, doing a live stream, doing this live. We're in the middle of using the palette, so if I'm going to be doing a live stream, I'm going to be doing it on a brand new palette. Not a brand new palette, but a palette I haven't already used, and doing so many looks there, like maybe 5 days in live stream. But I'm not too sure what I want to do, you know, so that's why I'm umming and ahhing at the moment. I'm not too sure whether I want to do live streams. I know eventually I will want to, but not every single day, not like I used to, because I was getting burnt out by them. So maybe once or twice a week, or yeah, I'm still weighing it up, guys. I know you want to see them, and I will do them, but I'm still weighing it up. Right, so I've just put some of the Technique glitter primer on, so now I need to get a very small detail brush. I don't know if, yeah, well, let's try this one. So, what was it called? Flash Over, what I used in the outer corner here and dragged it through the crease. I feel like I want to put it like down here, just while that glue settles down a bit. Let's get a drink as well. Yeah, this Flash Over shade is the cream to powder. There we go. There we go. I'm just taking the eyeshadow off now though. Right, okay. Yeah, let's go in with Dynamism. So that's that one. That's quite like gold and bronze. I think this palette would go really, really nice with the I Need a Nude. Do you think that's what she brought it out for? Because, like, I need a nude, I need a warm. Wonder if she brought it out for them to be used together. And I haven't put that other shade on. I'm going to just try and put it on. I'm getting carried away with talking, guys. So now I'm just going to have to do the same over here. Right. Homey looks like it's been used, but I know that I haven't used it. So we're gonna use it kind of in the inner corner to brighten that up. I've just swatched these. I mean, I've used the ones going down here now. I've used all three of them. But this is only the third look I've done, so... Oh yeah, that's brightening. And that's sparkly, so let's take Homey all the way into that crease. And then I think there's only one more look that I'm going to be doing, which is quite surprising. Normally, excuse me, normally I would test each eyeshadow, but because I've not had eyeshadow on for a while, and I know I've got quite a lot to use before I do the next Shop My Stash, then we can't really be doing that. I can't be doing, how many shimmers are in here? 3, 6, 7. I can't be doing 7 eye looks. So these two can be used together. This Hanker shade down here is going to be used by itself. So we've got at least 2 more looks to go. So still 5 looks with the palette. I'm just going to get this brush and wipe it off and try and blend out a bit. Make sure there's nothing on. I'm looking forward to seeing Luna again today. She'll be smelling my makeup. She always does. But animals have that sense, don't they? They can smell things a lot better than we can. And makeup obviously smells. Right, let me get some of this. Oh my gosh, I am such a klutz. Let me get some of this beauty. It's not Beauty Crop though. It's in a Beauty Crop Amelia Olivia Glow Milk Mist Spray bottle. But it's, gosh. That's right, it's the MCore Beauty Charlotte Tilbury dupe one. That stinks as well. Right, now we're going to go in with a 17 Bigger Better Lash. I think, this may just be my holy grail, this mascara. I really like it. I don't like how the wand's bent though. But I couldn't have foreseen that because it comes in a box. Do you know like the Too Faced Better Than Sex comes in that pink box? This came in like a golden box. So who's got the I Need a Warm palette and what do you think of it? I bought it for myself for my birthday. My birthday was in February, and using it this week was the first ever time I've used it. See, that's how ridiculous makeup is. The fact that you buying like a revolving door. I'm not talking about you guys, I'm talking about me and my situation. And it's just over consumerism. I've been saying that to my friends. I think Tammy mentioned it in a video. She was saying that a lot of palettes are coming out. She said palettes have always come out. Eyeshadow palettes have always come out, but it's like more have come out. Maybe just more is on our radar than what was on our radar before. I don't know. But what I know from me and my personal preference, no new colour stories are coming out and saying I want you. I think more singles are coming out than anything. It's like that Danessa Myricks palette, the Freedom palette, not the new one, the older one that my mum's getting me for Christmas. Yes, it's a palette. Yes, it's being put together as a palette, but the singles, you can basically, like for me, I can dupe the vibes with that palette. And I'm getting another palette as well from Arden's Eye, which is singles. So I'm not actually getting any eyeshadow palettes. I don't intend on shopping the Black Friday sale. Bold statement, I know. I'll go into that in another video, but it is a bold statement because I normally get myself Christmas and birthday presents every year. I don't think there'll be any of that from me this year. So what I got for Christmas and birthday is going to be very boring. So I'm just going back in with that powder from Revolution, just this one, if you're wondering. And now I need to get a lipstick. Right, so I've got all these Mcgrath Lippies, and literally they're all but one going mouldy or gone mouldy. Now, when I was gifted these, my friend said at the time, oh, they're quite old, so I don't think this has happened within my property where I'm living, because none of my other lipsticks have done this. It's a shame, really. They've got some beautiful colours, but look at that. How can I put that on my lips? So these are all going. I don't want to wait until I'm doing my lipstick declutter because they're just so gross. I mean, this is one of the ones I've bought. Is it? Elson 2? I think so. But the really, really, well, that Elson 2 one is really, really old. It's like 2, maybe 3 years. The only one that's not gone mouldy is this one. Do I keep it? It's a good summer lipstick. Let's keep it around for now. That one is called Pink Ultraness. And I think the only reason that one's not gone mouldy is because it's a cream lipstick rather than a matte. And then we got Vendetta. I really did like this at one point as well. It's barely been used. I mean, that one isn't as mouldy as the rest, but it is still mouldy. I'm not going to use it. That's not going to go anywhere near my lips. And Fever Dream. Again, you can see it there. It's just so freaking gross. But yeah, like I said, they wasn't brand new. My friend had them in her collection for quite a while, and she said, "Don't use these Pat McGrath lipsticks. Would you like them?" So I said yes. They had never been used, and the Elson 2 was mine. I bought it, and that one's gone mouldy as well. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put Fenty Beauty, is it Riri? Yeah, Riri on. I need a mirror. That one goes quite well anyway. That's a look. Let's come closer. I like it. It's very, very neutral. It's more your everyday, more your work appropriate look, but I do really, really like it. Again, this is what we've been working with. Very, very beautiful. I'm glad I've got it. Tomorrow these 2 shades are going to be used, and then we've just got one more look to do on Saturday. So guys, thank you for joining me today. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the notifications bell, that will tell you when I'm posting new videos. Share and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.